everybody. I'm here. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Judy's Healing Fire. You are on a Sunday night general live. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome. We've got Brina, who is here right away. Hello. We've got Karmic Karen. Oh, let's see. It says you caught me the first time with the other Judy. Oh, well, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Let's see. We've got, Violet Strange. Hey, welcome. Cindy Lou 9, welcome. Tapioca Thievery. All right. Getting everybody coming in. Got several lurkers out there. That's very cool. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, how's everybody doing tonight? You survived the weekend. I want to say a special thank you. It's been a week since a good friend of mine passed away, and it's been a lot of ups and downs this week. It's kind of weird because like I know that everything is fine. She's doing well on the other side. We've chatted. She's been sending me messages, all of that, all of the things. And yet it's still weird that I go through the human element of grieving. And I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Like, how can that be? I totally get what's going on the other side and that everything is fine. And she's doing well. And, and yet there's still the human grieving. It's so bizarre to me. But I wanted to thank everyone. I received a lot of kind messages and healing thoughts and prayers and love and light. And it's just all really appreciated. So thank you all very much. Appreciate your patience on because I canceled the members live last week as well. And anyway, so thank you all. Just wanted to share my gratitude with everyone for your patience and latitude while going through all that. So, hey, artist Liz, how are you? Richleen, hello. Yeah, tapioca, still a change. I know. So inconvenient being human. Yesterday was a rough day for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm going to put everybody's comments on stage too here. I'm not sure why yesterday was hard. Maybe because it was the 1 week mark, maybe. I don't know. But for some reason, yesterday was hard at work. Several of us knew her because we all worked with her previously. She and I were friends prior to working together. She's actually the person that got me the job where I'm working now. So several of us knew her well and were friends with her. And, so we've all kind of been going through it and yesterday for some reason I got triggered pretty easily. It was like kind of upset and all that. And I don't know why, it's still obviously still going through stuff, but some days are easier than others, but anyway, darn humanness. Maureen, how are you? Welcome. I had to run down and get my coffee before we started. So cheers. Strong as a mother. Did you guys hear? Let me get my notes out for this one. I heard this morning on the way to work. The F-45 called into every week. C-SPAN does a thing where people can call in and I guess discuss what's going on. Anyway, F-45 apparently called into C-SPAN using his well-known alias. His alias, if you didn't know this, is John Barron. He's been using this since the 80s. He got this idea from his father, Fred Trump, who used to use Mr. Green. Anytime he wanted to do like his own reviews or promotions, or act as his own spokesperson, or be a tip or a lead to a journalist, or issue threats to people as a representative of the F-45 organization. Anytime he had to demolish buildings in order to make way to build his own, such as F-45 tower, anything like that, he always used John Barron. Well, he calls into C-SPAN as John Barron. Yeah, I mean, you know his voice, right? And his just drivel and whining and what he does. And that's what he did. He called in to complain about the Supreme Court's ruling, and then when he started going on to his grandpa tangent, I call it, of his political enemies and his disdain for certain people or whatever, they ended up just cutting him off. Which I thought was hilarious because he just started rambling as he does. And they're like, okay, thanks for your opinion, Mr. Barron. Cut him off. Anyway, I mean, he is like, take the keys away from Grandpa, man. I mean, the dude is just like, he is so unstable. And why is he in charge of the nuclear codes? That's so frightening. Yeah, I don't know, man. So wrong. And anyway, didn't know if you guys had heard about that or not. I heard the audio of it, and it's so clearly him. It's so embarrassing. How is he not embarrassed? Well, he has no conscience, but it's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Yes, Liz, it's pathetic. It is. It's so crazy. And then I guess we were instrumental in providing intelligence and some resources to Mexico to take out a Jalisco cartel individual. What did he go by? El Mencho, I guess. Jalisco's new general or new generation cartel or something is what the group is called. Anyway, they took out him, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there was money involved. There was a bounty to take him out. So even though it's not supposed to be the way that it works, how much you want to bet F-45 wants the $18 million bounty? Yeah. Liz, you heard about it, but not the audio. Yeah, the audio was on, it was either on Keith Edwards or it was, what's the other one? I think it was Keith Edwards actually this morning on YouTube that played it. And it was just like, it was so embarrassing. Karina, it's been chaotic here in Mexico today. So what's going? Yeah, because you're there. And hi, Karina. What's it been like there? If you're able to type in, like how are things going? Is it kind of? I know you said it's chaotic. Is it like, are people happy about this or upset about this? How are they feeling? I'm really curious what the vibe is in Mexico. And where in Mexico are you too? I know you're in Mexico, but I don't know where. I'm curious where you are. I know Jalisco is, I live in Oregon, and they're a sister city to Portland, actually. We have a big Cinco de Mayo festival here in, oh gosh, I think it started in the 70s or 80s. I can't remember. It's pretty big, but it's the Jalisco Portland Sister City Association that works on this together, apparently. So I'm really curious about this, actually. Hey, Cindy, waiting for snow in Maine. Work called off for Monday. Woohoo! Cocoa and fireplace. That's what that means to me. Oh, wonderful. I wish we'd get just dumped with snow here. We're not, it's rainy, but I can't complain because we need it. Our snowpack is so low. Like, it's seriously half of what it's supposed to be up on our mountains. And that's what supplies us with water in our rivers and lakes and all of that in our watersheds and where we store our water, and also a big factor in our summer wildfires. So yeah, I can't complain, because if it's raining down here, then it's snowing up in the mountains, and that's a good thing. We want that. Karina, code for national emergency shelter in place. Really? Buses, cars, businesses on fire, blocking all major routes. And you're in Vallarta. Oh my God. Really? So is that because since a leader of the cartel was taken out, like, are they all mad and attacking people or the government, or like what's going on? Or are people just like, we're free and so they're going bananas, or like what? I'm really curious. Like, what's going on? Thank you. This is good. We get an inside source. It's crazy. Are they like mad, or are they happy? That's what I'm curious. Butterflies are free. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I'm so happy you're here. Artist, they said that this winter in New York was the worst in 100 years. Yeah, and it's part of the global change. That's going to keep getting worse and worse. My son actually took several environmental classes and learned a lot about the whole, global change and all that. And he's like, basically, everything is shifting. Like up in the Pacific Northwest, he said, we're going to end up being more tropical here, I guess. So, which is interesting. Curious. I don't know. But, as we know, winters are going to get harsher. Summers are going to get harsher. It's all part of the thing. We didn't get snow until almost end of January. Yeah, so for us, it could be literally any time from Thanksgiving to end of March that we'll get snow. But we get snow maybe on an extreme winter, maybe 4 times a year. And when we get snow, it's like a couple of days. And the entire city shuts down, and it's crazy. It's usually not very much. On a very few occasions, we'll get a lot, which for us is like a few inches, and everything goes bananas. It's not like feet. One time we got, it was like, and I live like pretty much no elevation. We got like, I don't know, 12 or 14 or something inches. And that at my location, which is, bottom floor. And that completely annihilated the city. That was crazy. Shut down airports, did everything. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 6 to 12 inches, 25-mile winds. That's what's going to do it, because all the trees are going to be frozen. So you're going to end up with branches and trees falling over and power lines. And that's the bad part, is to have everything freeze and have the winds. That's not good. Ooh, take care, Richleen. Be careful. Take care of yourself. Okay, Karina, this all occurred close to Guadalajara, our capital city, but the effects are felt nationwide. So, Karina, is it because they're happy or sad? I don't understand. Like, are they happy that the cartel leader got taken out, or are they mad that a cartel leader got taken out? Or is this the cartel retaliating? Or is this the people going, ha, F you? I don't know. That's what I would like to understand, that I don't know. Artist, we are in a state of emergency. Kathy Hochul put us in a stay in place, no traveling after 9 p.m., shutting down highways. We're getting up to 2+ feet with ice and wind of 50 miles an hour. That's bad. That is bad. Oh my gosh. I hope you're okay. I hope you have all the emergency supplies and for power outages and, candles and blankets and food. And oh my goodness. Oh, take care. Please be safe. Take care, you guys. Wow. Richleen, we got rid of 12 inches of snow finally. Saw the grass. Now it's snowing again. The grass is like, I'm here. I'm here, man. Oh my goodness. Barbara Heartlove, hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, Karina, the cartel are pissed and retaliating. So that's what it is. They're like, oh yeah, you're not going to take us out. Ooh, so they're retaliating against the people. Really curious. So I'm curious, Karina, do you think that the people are going to be like, oh yeah, well, let's take more of you out? Or are they going to be like, yo, dude, wasn't us, and step back? And or do you, I'm really curious. The whole psychology of all of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they killed, that's what I talked about in the beginning. What's his name? El Mencho. And he was the head guy of one group, in Jalisco. The New Generation Cartel, CJNG, is what they are. So yeah. Barbara Hartlove, I live in California and bought a generator last year. We have a lot of power outages. Hey Terry, how you doing? Yeah, everybody. I know I have a lot of you fabulous East Coast people that join in, and thank you so much for doing so. Please stay safe, and I hope you keep your power and you keep warm and have enough food, and that the animals are okay. It's all very scary. So yes, please, everybody, do what you can to stay safe. So you guys just get to hang out and watch podcasts then. Or watch your favorite content creators while you're home. Hopefully you have the power to do that. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Wow. So crazy. Yeah, we're just raining here and cold. And I might, in fact, I keep checking the weather report because it changes like literally from hour to hour. Yep. I took specifically this next Wednesday off for like a mental health day because I wanted to go like hiking or go to the beach or something just to, get away from work and get away from everything for just a day. And I was thinking I was going to go hiking, but it looks like it's going to rain, although it wasn't before that. So who knows? It's still early. It's not Wednesday yet. It could change 5 times between now and then. So, but if I do, I'll, and I can go hiking in the rain too, I guess, right? I'm not going to melt. But interesting. Okay. Well, Karina, you want me to draw some cards for Mexico, for the people of Mexico to see kind of what's happening? I think I'm going to do that actually. And then if you guys want, I can draw some for the East Coast too. Just see how things are going. East Coast is going to be, make sure on the East Coast, if you guys know any vulnerable adults or animals, please keep tabs on them and make sure they're okay. Make sure that they're, if you have friends or family member that are in the vulnerable category, please keep tabs on them. I'm getting like a big, it's not going to be good for a lot of people potentially. So please keep tabs on those that and make sure everybody's okay. If there's any way you can help people, please do so. Maureen, where you live in Erie, it's skirting us. Oh, really? And slamming the Pennsylvania-New York border. Oof. Okay. I'm going to draw in Mexico first here. So then I'll do a New York draw. Let's see here. Mexico. What's the outlook for Mexico? Sorry, my nose is sniffly. Like all of a sudden my allergies just kicked in. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. These are some really interesting cards. Oh my goodness. Wow. So Karina, I'm curious. Are they blaming the leadership at all? Like, who are they blaming? And is leadership feeling pretty comfy and cozy with what's going on? I'm really curious about that. Let me know about that, because that's really interesting. Okay, so when I was pulling on Mexico, it was like, what's the outlook, like, not only for the cartels but for the people? And it's interesting. So there's a lot. The sun is at the core of this, so there's a lot of illumination. So I feel like there's the light is going to be shining on some people that don't want to be in the limelight. They don't want this. They don't want to be illuminated, right? Something's happening with that. Like I'm feeling like the cartel is several of them are being targeted, and they're making a stand, or making a point of no, back off, and well, you haven't seen us mad, we're, leave us alone. And they don't want to be highlighted, they don't want this illumination. And for whatever reason, there's like this emphasis on that. And I'm not sure what is sparking that all of a sudden that's not okay when it has been for so long. It's really interesting. Crossing that is Queen of Cups. So I'm wondering, could this be your president? Could this be her? Because she's got the Queen of Cups is, cups are emotions, and this queen has everything she wants, but she's looking out the window like she wants more. She wants better in her life. She wants more in her life, not just necessarily material things, but emotional fulfillment as well. And but yet she's got secrets in her cup. The Queen of Cups always has secrets. And she doesn't necessarily disclose everything she's thinking or what her plans are, but she has plans to make her life better. And even though she, has all the materialistic things, there's more out there. She's looking out the window like, I want more. So I'm wondering if this is like her going, we're tired of this and we want better. Although now I'm really curious about that because I had thought she was well supported by the cartel. So maybe I have that wrong. At least that's what I thought I remember hearing with some of the, who knows, the news reports, whatever that means anymore. So Karina, I would love your take on this. Is she known to be supported by the cartels and now she's attacking them? Is that what's going on? I'm really curious. I think she wanted to take action before the orange one stepped in, like in Venezuela. Okay. So yeah, interesting. So I think this is her and she's shining a light on these guys and they don't like it, but she's got more up her sleeve. There's more. She's got more coming. Like this isn't done with. Really interesting. And foundation of this, justice, baby. So she's bringing justice. And she was looking at very similar. At least I always think these two are very similar in cards. The Eight of Cups is like he's got his cups and he's got pretty much everything he wants, but he's looking for more opportunities, right? Like, yeah, this is great, but I want more. That's similar to Queen of Cups. This is great, but I want more. So very curious that this comes up crossing the illumination, the sun energy, and this is moving into the past. So this is like she's already taken action on this, which is why it's moving to the past, but she's got more up her sleeve. It's going to be interesting. Karina, well, justice is good. This has fractured the cartel and will weaken them. Yeah, I think she knows that. And crowning the whole thing is the King of Cups. So now it's not necessarily male, female, it's just the actions, right? Queens are internal energy. So this is what she's got going on inside. And kings are external energy. So this is the action, the outward action that's being taken for her emotional fulfillment plan. Really interesting. But this also makes me feel like she definitely is not acting alone. She has like members of her cabinet, or I don't know how that government works. I assume she has like a cabinet or a team or whatnot that are very instrumental in this also. Because I feel like there's a team of people working on this. Really interesting. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Silky Steel Kitchen Witchery. Hey, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. But also, potential future. This is the part that's really curious. Got the Devil card. So this is what's coming. So she knows what she's playing with. She knows she's playing with fire. She knows exactly what she's dealing with. But this is her motivation, right? This is a whole foundation of everything. This is her taking action, but also with her team of people. I really feel like it's not just her, it's her team of people also. And hey, Aries sister, woo, fire. Yes, I'm going to squirrel all through this reading. Scott will appreciate this. But yeah, they are going to rain down some fire on her. But she's expecting it and she's going to bring it back. Whoa, this is going to be really interesting. Really interesting. Until I started doing a reading on this, I was thinking, oh, interesting, fascinating, cool, but not really. But they are going to bring it. They're going to bring it on her, but she's expecting it. And that's what her secrets are and her plans and her team of people. So current situation is a nightmare situation, obviously, right? Karina's like, you're all shelter in place. And as soon as I drew this one, this is external influence. So this is the cartel, right? they've been betrayed and they're mad. They are mad, really mad. Scott Squirrel. With that, I shall drink coffee. Cheers. Okay, but hopes and fears. Very curious. Hopes and fears is Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, money's involved. That's how she's securing her leadership. Because people do anything for money, right? She wants to get her way. And the cartel has everybody bought, right? Well, how does she secure her safety and that her team will actually come through for her? Money, resources, safety, security, finances. All of that is pentacles. That their families are taken care of. That's another one. That their families are taken care of. Resources. All of it. This is her like, I will take care of you guys, but you've got to do this for me because we're making a New Mexico. Wow, dang. Okay. Final outcome. This gives me chills, actually. Final outcome is her strength. This is her. She is harnessing her. She is tough, man. She is tough. She's harnessing her strength and she's letting it fly. She is letting it fly. She's going to go head to head with these guys. She's going to do it. Wow. Whew. Okay. Well, Karina, stay safe. Stay out of the way of anybody and everybody. I think this just kicked off an interesting chain of events that will happen. Really curious. That's so fascinating. And I'm wondering how it's going to affect, there's a lot of like Americanized towns in Mexico. I'm really curious how it's going to affect a lot of that. Very curious. Okay. Stay safe, Karina, and everybody else who's there. If you're watching from Mexico anywhere, please, watch back and take all necessary precautions. Terry, yeah, well, we're always in trouble when Sabrina shows up. Karina, good. I'm glad you're safe at home. Yes, please keep in touch. Keep us posted on how you're doing. Feel free to post in the community page or on posts there and keep us apprised at how you're doing. So I'll surround you with some protection too. So, all right. Okay, so that was Mexico. And then I said, we're also going to read on the East Coast with all your snow and ice and winds and everything else. Remember when I started talking about that, I just got flooded with, make sure you keep an eye on your vulnerable people. Hospitals are going to be hurting bad too. And and the pets. Oh my gosh. You guys take care of any outside pets you see, or, if there's any way to try to provide shelter or take care of them or anything, heating pads under shelters, anything. Take care of people and animals, please. And be safe. Be safe. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's do a reading on East Coast with this storm. See what we got here. Okay. Hold on, I need more coffee. Cheers. Pleasure. Oh, do you guys want squirrel? Scott, I'm going to think of you every time I say squirrel now. Do you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen Peaky Blinders, but the movie is coming out March 6th. I'm so excited. I love that show. I thought it was a great show. Yes, squirrel. So I'm so excited because it's only going to be in theaters like 2 weeks, and then it goes on Netflix. But I don't have cable or really any streaming services, so I'm gonna have to go see it in the theater because I want to see that. That's going to be my indulgence, my personal indulgence. I try not to spend extra money whenever possible, but I'm going to have to do that one. I love Peaky Blinders. I thought it was great. Cillian Murphy, I know, he's so great. He is so chill. I mean, just him and his wife, and they are all just that family, man, just completely so even keel, so down to earth, so chill. It's like, it's interesting to watch him like on interviews and stuff. Like, he doesn't care. He doesn't, like, it doesn't, whatever. He's so not caught up into himself, which I love, and just super down to earth, which is great. So I love that, he loves his wife, and she's so supportive for him, and I just think they're a great family. It's neat. So anyway, so excited to see the movie. Silky Steel. Oh, see, wait, hold on. Things are moving. Tapioca Thievery. I love that Cillian Murphy memes where he just looked like he's spacing out. Oh, he's not spacing out. He's just like, this is dumb. I don't care. He's not spacing out at all. It's more like he's annoyed because he doesn't like trivial BS, and he doesn't like, like small talk stuff. He's like, why am I here? This is a waste of my time. I mean, that's more what it is. And Silky Still said, then again, the other half is Greek, so it's kind of cancels each other out. Backyard Maniac, hi. You heard I'm a good cook when I'm in a good mood. That's weird. Okay. I mean, I can cook. Really, whether or not I'm in a good mood, really, it's a matter of, do I have the time to do it? So, in fact, after this, I am going to be cooking a late dinner because that's all we ever have around here, which usually means that extra gets brought for lunch the next day, which is nice. So I'm going to be cooking some chicken drumsticks and potatoes. Not very fancy, but tasty. That's what I'm going to be cooking. Cillian Murphy did the voiceover for TS's Opalite video beginning. I don't know what that is. Silky Seal, I'm a kitchen witch. I am a great cook. Yes. You know what? I'm actually a decent cook now. It's funny, but I learned everything I know from at least the basics as far as methods and all that, and then you can do anything once you know basic methods, right? From watching Food Network back when you used to actually be able to watch, like, Rachel Ray or whatever, and they would actually show you how they cooked things and stuff. Literally, that's how I learned to cook. And then it went from there. And now I can cook and bake. I love it. It's good. Yes, Maureen, I can totally relate to Cillian Murphy. He suffers no fools. I just wish I had his self-control. I'm way too Aries to be a Cillian Murphy. I'm just like, somebody at work today learned that I'm an Aries, and they're like, oh, that makes so much sense. They go, all the pieces are falling into place now. I totally get it now. And I'm like, what does that mean? Oh my God. And then again, it's like, yeah, I am. I'm like 1 degree Aries. And red hair. What do you, Celtic Irish Aries. I mean, come on. Karina, red wine and crackers for dinner tonight. Too mentally and emotionally exhausted to actually cook. Hey, that's solid. It's you get your fruit and vitamin C, I think, in. That's good. I had soup and crackers for lunch. So let's see. Barbara Hartlove, I learned to cook at age 10. I got tired of meat and potatoes. I was firmly against it when I was younger. I remember. I mean, I didn't learn to cook until much later in life. Like I did not know how to cook any. If it didn't come in a can or a bag, I didn't know how to cook it. And I learned, and now I can do about anything. But and I have, well, at least I think I can. But I'm sure it's it's barely probably edible. I think it's great. Probably most people think it's edible. Because when I go over to my friend Shannon's house, and she is a professional chef, like she can make toast taste amazing. I'm like, how do you do this? I just don't understand. So yeah, clearly many have skills I do not. Karina, just add chocolate and I've got all the food groups. Absolutely. And coffee, or café, as Orange One says. Would you say at work jokingly? I want some café. Anyway, the crock pot is my friend. I am scared to leave it and not be in the house. I don't like things cooking when I'm not home. So I don't do that unless I'm like home all day, which I've been dying to. I really want to do. I have a great Irish stew that oh my God, it's so good. I need to find the recipe. It's so good, where you add beer to it, and the beer just makes it really rich, and oh my God, so good. So I need to do that, and I want to do a roast. I haven't done it. Those are like my winter things I haven't done yet. Hamburgers, love hamburgers. Silky Steel, having cinnamon toast. I do that. Sometimes that is my meal. Also, peanut butter and jelly. Very common meal for me. Especially it's like when it's just me. I'm like, I just want to make something and eat and go. I don't really want to, I consume entirely too much bread. I can tell you that. Galloping Gourmet. Oh, I don't know what that is. Sounds like I need to look it up though. When you're the cook, you get to choose the menu. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Okay. Cool Cannon. Not a fan. I made my own cool cannon one year, and I'm like, I'd rather just have mashed potatoes. I don't need cabbage in it. I'd rather just have. I do really good garlic mashed potatoes, and I just prefer that. So I do. I do. There's some great uses for cabbage, so I do like some cabbage. But I'm not a fan of it in my taters. I don't know. Oh, the bacon. Bacon makes everything good. So when I go, oh yeah, I mean, I'm Irish. I got to know how to make potatoes, right? Amanda Celeste, hello. Got a can of sardines in picante tomato sauce. Really? I've never had that. Everything was so beautiful and so expensive. I used to, when I was little, and I was the pickiest child ever on the planet. I swear I was. For some reason, and my mom got the biggest chuckle out of this, is that we would sit down and she and I would eat sardines on buttered saltines. And I ate that as a child, even though I would not eat like most anything else. For some reason, I would sit down and eat sardines with her on buttered crackers. I still to this day don't understand what I was thinking, but it was good. We would do that together. So that was funny. Never tried it in picante tomato sauce though. And the cabbage and the titties. Don Turner, I used to watch Walk with Jan, and he is out of Vancouver. Is he really? Okay. There's this guy on TikTok, or not on TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. On YouTube that, oh my gosh, he's so funny. He's just this adorable little chef guy. See if I can see. And I end up watching him. Let's see if I can find him. I have so many random search things. Like my interests in life are extraordinarily diverse. So I have like a billion different little search tabs and things. Let's see if I can find him. I can't find him. I'm not going to waste your time with him. Anyway, There's some really, he's fun, super funny. Oh God, what is he? I think he's Asian chef guy. But I remember last week I was watching, because I'll watch him while I'm on my way to work on sometimes when I'm taking mass transit, like the train to work, because for some reason he pops up in my feed in the morning. And he said, he goes, you know how, there's a lot of you that make fun of me that I'm overweight. And yes, I am. But I've lost, like, I don't know, I think he's lost like almost 100 pounds or something like that. He goes, so as much as you think I'm fat, I'm pretty proud of myself. And I was like, good for you, man. Because, why do people think that they have the right to comment on things like that? I think that's, I mean, how mean, like, really? That's what you do? Like, you're just going to show up on somebody's feed and insult them personally? Like, why do people do that? I just don't understand. And this poor guy, but he was like, he just answered right up. He's like, you could, you're not wrong. Yeah, yes, I'm still overweight, but I'm also proud of the progress I made. I was like, good for you, man. He goes, now I'm going to show you how to make some really good food, because that's why I'm overweight. And also, I'm still going to eat it. So he was like, boom. I loved it. It was great. That was a whole herd of squirrels. Yes. Hello. Scott would be proud. Graham Kerr, the galloping gourmet, known for his French cooking and getting happy by the end of his show because he drank whilst cooking. You know what that reminds me of? Happy Days, when Mrs. C was cooking Thanksgiving dinner and drinking wine and she got completely smashed. I don't know why that brought that up. That was really funny. Julia Child drank while cooking. Yes. I mean, sometimes during the holidays when my ex's family was in the house, yeah, that happened. That's how I survived. Okay, so I haven't drawn on East Coast yet. I'm going to focus for just a minute and draw on East Coast. Going to tame the squirrels just for a moment. Whew. Okay. East Coast, the weather storm. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's going to be dicey for a bit. It's going to be really challenging for everybody. I mean, it's kind of a big duh, right? When you have a snowstorm, but try to how can I say this? Try to have tolerance and patience, especially for the emergency workers and the utility workers. And I know it's hard, like if power's out and you don't have heat or you can't cook or you can't, it's hard to stay warm and you have kids and pets and things like that. Or you have to get to the doctor or the hospital or, things. Oh, the life is life. It continues to life, right? Life continues to life. But yeah, temperance. So they're kind of the spirit's like, we're going to need everybody to, as much as possible, maintain your cool. And it is going to be rocky and stormy outside. And basically this too shall pass. But meanwhile, try to like have a lot of latitude for people. There's going to be some people, that they can't get to the grocery store to stock the shelves, right? They can't get to, they can't get to the hospital to treat people with the flu, right? Or who just broke their arm because they decided to ski down their driveway, things like that. There's going to be a lot of conflict. People are going to be upset. So I think that's really like the big theme I'm seeing throughout all of this is there's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be a lot of conflict. Spirit's saying, please just try to be even keel as much as possible. Everybody's going to be going stir crazy, thinking you're trapped, and like, I can't go anywhere, I can't drive anywhere, I can't leave my house. I got ice and wind and power and all the stuff. And being happy about it is out the window. Like all the kids going, yay, snow day, people going, yay, don't go to work. It's not going to last that long. The happiness about it, it's not going to last that long. There's a lot of ick that's going to come with it. And there's a lot of like, try to just, the star. The star is like, wish upon a star and star of hope and healing, that kind of thing, which when you're talking about a storm, it's like, what? Yeah, but it's coming in the future. So in other words, this too shall pass. But really, really try to watch out for your neighbors and people that need help. Currently, right now, Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of planning going on. So the city planners are on it. The road crews, the medical crews, like they're all trying to like put together their plan and they know what to do, but this is going to be big and they know it. And so there's going to be a lot of chaos flying around as they enact the smart thing to do, the intelligent thing to do. They know intellectually what to do, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be chaos flying around. And for a lot of people, it's going to be like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is bad. Right? Again, I feel like there will be deaths. So please, again, if there are people that people that are vulnerable, please keep an eye on, reach out to them, make sure that they're okay, because Mother Nature is going to have the last word here. And this is the theme of the planet, because that's what happens with global warming. So she's going to have the last word on what happens. All we can do is go along for the ride, and we're going to have to juggle and balance everything we can amongst the chaos. So that's the big core message is try to, as much even though we feel like we're going crazy and we can't leave and we're frustrated and there's things that need to happen and you have to work so you can get money and kids are going to go nuts and all the things, as much as possible, just try to keep that balance while all the chaos is going on. Try to, as much as you can, keep as even keel and make it a fun experience as much as you can. Make brownies with the kids, do arts and crafts with the kids, read books. If you camp, get all your camp supplies out, get your candles out, try to make it fun. Like, with my kids, we always made a big thing on lighting candles, and they loved that. And we even, my oldest son had candle lighting duty. They loved that. And my younger one, he got older, he was able to do it too. But and then we would make a fort and put a little lantern in there and made it like they got to go camping. And so, there are things like that, things you can do to try to make it fun if possible. Get out the coloring books, all that kind of stuff. I know not everybody's got kids, but you know what I'm saying? Just like even with yourself, you can use it as, hey, I get to read a book, or, the things, but try to just do whatever you can to, even as your adult self, make it fun or make it so it's tolerable for you as much as possible. And just have a lot of tolerance and latitude for the people that are doing their best to try to get things done. So, okay. Yes, Karina, respect Mother Nature. Indeed. Okay. Let's see. Wow. You guys went off on a whole thing here. I'm going to catch up for a minute. I have Walk with Jan playing in on another tab. This guy is fun. I'll have to check him out. He changes the saying on his apron every day. Oh, that's fun. I like that. A splash for the chef and a splash for the dish. Oh, see, everybody's mentioning him. Okay, I'm gonna have to check him out. Jan can cook. That's what it is. Artist, yes, utility workers in the storms with high winds. Yeah, very dangerous. They told us to be patient. If the power goes out, we have to make sure the brave utility workers are safe. Seriously, can you imagine being up that high with a biting, icy wind? And I mean, that's dangerous, and it's cold. And yeah, please have patience for those guys. They're working hard, and they're probably frozen and not getting any sleep. And oh yeah. Richeline, yeah, don't fight with people you're with. Yes, Barbara Hartlove. I was trying to think of the name of it. You said I love the movie Julie and Julia with Meryl Streep. That was a great movie. I really liked that. I had that in my head. Couldn't remember the name of it. So thank you. Anyway. Amanda Celeste, my friends in Southwest France were without power for 6 days, but they had gas and found appreciation in the whole deal. Yeah, I mean, do what we can. I have got to, and this week I think I'm going to, because I keep getting you really need to do this, which is my heads up that I tend to ignore. So I need to not ignore this. So I fixed my gas fireplace. I fixed my gas fireplace. So it wasn't staying lit. And so I have what is called a ventless fireplace. They are now illegal, but when my house was built, apparently that was the thing to do. They're illegal now because no vent means CO2 builds up and people die. So, anywho, nobody will come work on it. I can't get the gas company to work on it. I can't get technicians to come work on it. Nobody will come work on it because it's illegal. And so I watched YouTube and figured out how to fix it. But apparently I fixed it too well. And so now I can only have it on for, like seconds. And the carbon monoxide alarms go bananas through the whole house because they're attached to the smoke detectors that all in one nowadays, right? So I think the answer is maybe just turn down to a really low flame and maybe that'll work, but I don't want to test it with my dog here because I don't want to blow out his ears. So I need to get my son to take him for a walk or something while I test this out. Because I want a second source of heat in case my power goes out. That would be great. So I don't know. We'll see. I got to try to figure that out this week because I'm getting the red flag of you need to do this to figure this out. What do you do? I try. Okay. Artist Liz, we've had several unhoused perish this winter. Oh my God, that's so sad. I'm sorry. I can't even imagine. I just can't. I think about that all the time. It's like I just going from transit into work, and a few blocks that I walk if I park my car or go from transit, whichever, it's like, oh, it's cold and wet. Like I can't, breaks my heart. Like the people that live outside. Silky Steel, I'm so filled with gratitude for living in Tucson, having a place to live. I haven't always had a place to live. Oh, I'm happy you have a place to live. That's wonderful. I love Tucson. Oh, I wanted to move there, honestly, and live there. That's a long story. It didn't work out, but I love Arizona. It's fabulous. Tucson's great. Richleen, yes, you're camping. which is maybe that's why I'm okay with it, because I love to camp. So, although I am a fair weather camper, I go in the summer. Terry, find your local community, be it your street or your block or your neighbor, and be ready to help however, even if it's just a hot cup of coffee. Yes, please. Cocoa, anything. If you put a tent up in a larger room and heat the tent, it stays much warmer. Yeah, but be careful, because people tend to do creative things that either don't light propane in your tent. I don't care if you're inside or outside. Don't light propane in your tent. People do that. Don't do that. Also, if you're going to try to heat up your tent, make sure there's not an open flame of any kind in your tent, or you tend to end up crispy critter, and we don't want that either. So be careful. Okay. Barbara, your sister lives in Port Townsend. Okay. Tapioca Thievery, gas fireplace is scary. I love them because I love the convenience of, I just flip a switch and I have a fire. I love a natural fire, but I like the convenience and lack of mess of just flipping a switch and having a fire. The fireplace I have, however, and I can't even get a new insert for it or anything, because it's at a weird size, and so nothing matches it. So I'd have to literally completely renovate that whole section of my house in order to make something else. And I don't have the time, energy, or money, or HOA resources for that. So it's Angel's asking me, is it natural? It's a natural gas. It's natural gas. That's what powers my furnace and the fireplace and my hot water heater is natural gas. What do you say? Gas fireplaces come on by itself? Oh God, yeah, that's not good. That's an electrical issue is what that is. Silky Steel, I was homeless for 2 years. Luckily, it was in San Diego, so there wasn't a cold issue. I pretty much lived on the San Diego River. Yeah, I mean, hey, 10-man tent, double bed, shower, cookers. I diverted the river. I have seriously considered, I should be one of those RV camper people. Just sell my house, get an RV, and travel the country, because, cheaper living, whatever. And avoids a lot of issues, but you replace some issues with other issues. So I don't know, but it has its appealing thoughts, I will say. Body heat in a tent will warm it up in a cold house. Yeah. If I get me and my dog in the tent, I can do that. Tapioca, you never had a gas fireplace, only the wood kind. I've had both. I'm a fireplace fan. I like it. Your Prius is a camper car. I mean, technically I could sleep in my car, but it would be the same as sleeping in a house with no heat. So one of the reasons why I got the car that I have was so that I could go car camping, but it's still a little small, and I have a tent. So I go regular camping. But if I needed to at some point, if I was taking a road trip and I needed to or something, I could figure it out. I could do that. But I also am pretty high maintenance with all the things I bring with me, so my car is usually full. You can also put a tent in your room without a heating source. The tent will become a microclimate. The tent will hold your body heat and block air drafts. Lots of quilts, blankets, sleeping bags. Yeah, I mean, I go camping, so I have all the things. I have a zero, sub-zero sleeping bag. I've got, the memory foam pad I sleep on. I've got, I've got all that. But not everybody does. So yeah, take care of people. I took out all the silky steel. I took out all the seats. My bed goes from dashboard to the back deck. I have a working sink and a refrigerator. I have everything in that car and can't attach. Oh, that's cool. You are set. That is awesome. Edward, Edward, you're here. Oh, hello, Edward. Welcome. Hand warmers, yeah, they've got, and also if you heat up your core, you're pretty much going to be fine. So you take those hand warmers and put them in like your core. They've got all different sizes, the hand warmers now. They've got body warmers. They've got, so yeah. What kind of pad for tent camping do you like? I need a new one. Ooh, I got a really good one. Because I'm delicate. I'm very broken. So I can't, I got, back issues, hip issues, knee issues, ankle issues. I got issues, right? I'm old. So, when I went camping, I started out with, okay, I got a thick, real thick Mexican blankets. And then I brought I have an extra thick yoga mat. And then I got this other little topper thing. I had 4 layers. I was Princess in the Pea and put my sleeping bag on top, and still it was I don't know. And I was carrying a ton of stuff. I ended up on Amazon. I know, not good, but still. On Amazon, I'll see if I can find it. I got a roll up 4-inch memory foam rolled up camping pad. It rolls up super easy. It just looks like a big rolled up sleeping bag when I'm done. Has a little handle and it's super lightweight. Even though, because it goes into this carry bag and I just sling it over my shoulder like crossbody style. It is super lightweight, and I could take that and a whole bunch of stuff, 3 or 4 other bags and hike into wherever I'm going camping at. And it's great. I love that it's lightweight. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Let's see. Camp pad. Oop. For sleeping. Let's see if it'll pull up. Yeah, it's it's not, this is it. This is it, I think. Well, it's one similar. It's basically except mine is 4 inches. I got the thickest one I could find. Let's put it that way. A lot of these are 3 inches, the 3-inch roll. Oh, well, I don't want her in that. Whatever. I didn't want to start a video. I'm trying to show you what it does. It rolls up into this is very similar. Hold on a second. That one's really similar. That one right there. Oh, that one right there. So that's what it does. Oh yeah, here you go. Like that. Except I think mine's 4 inches. But it's great and it's really lightweight and it has a carry case and everything. It's awesome. So yeah. Anyway, Sydney Jerry, I camp at the Holiday Inn, shuffle to the lobby for coffee in my PJs. So again, high maintenance. And I love my coffee. So when I'm going camping, I grind my coffee beans and put them in a little, container. And I bring my French press, and then I just heat up the water in the morning and pour in my grounds. And I got my hot water, and I have my French press coffee when I go camping. I got that from my best friend. That never occurred to me. I went camping with her and her husband, and he started making French press. I'm like, oh, mind blown. That's awesome. So, because sometimes I'll forget it, in which case I always have a backup, like the old style, blue, camp coffee kettle thing. I can do that in a pinch. I've done it because sometimes I'll forget, but generally I'm a French press gal. Silky Still, you have a plastic French press, and I use Cafe Bustelo, and I just plug in my teapot into my inverter and back of my car, and it's hot in a minute. See, I don't have any of that for my car, but when I go camping, I have a camp stove. So I have a Coleman camp stove, so that's what I use. And I do. I do bacon and eggs and potatoes. It's usually like my camp breakfast, right? And so I will crack all the eggs in the container, and I just put it in. And I use mason jars a lot for a lot of things. But I've either a Tupperware thing or a mason jar thing. But put it in the mason jar container. You just put how many eggs you think you're going to cook over however many days you're camping. And then when it comes time to use them, I just shake up the mason jar, and then I've got scrambled eggs, and then I just pour it out. It's really cool. So, and I cook the bacon first, then I cook the eggs in the bacon grease because, nothing says heart attack like good breakfast. And then cook up my taters and good old breakfast. That's my camping breakfast with my French press coffee. Lake Tahoe. I've never been to Lake Tahoe. I would love to go. I've heard such great things about it. My Coleman stove. It's great. Grandma's cast iron skillet and a propane burner. Yes, skillet. I never had a cast iron skillet until I got one, and I love my cast iron skillet. However, when I go camping, I have another pan that I use. I have specific things that I just leave in my camp equipment now. One is I don't know what the inside is, but it's nonstick and it's not the bad kind. But I use that for my eggs because it's easier to clean. And I have a like a griddle thing that I can cook. Like if I cook hamburgers or hot dogs or whatever on there, you get the grill marks on it, but it's just right on my stove. And then I have a pan that I have because sometimes I'll just heat up soup or, whatever, like those one skillet meals, just put them in a pan, heat it up and go. And then there's another like steel pan, I think. I don't know. I got things. I got my four things that I take cooking. Pork fat rules. Yeah, baby. You know it. Okay. Holy cow. It's been over an hour. See, give me an opportunity to ramble and I can do that. My newer one I keep in the house because I have an inversion plate instead of a stove. But my grandma's is a little warped on the bottom, so I can't use it on the inversion plate. So I take it camping. Yeah, I have a cast iron skillet that I just keep at home. I'm not taking it camping because it's heavy as a house, and I'm not carrying that into the woods. But I do have, I do have a cast iron skillet that I take camping though. That's much lighter weight. That's right. I forgot about that. So I do that. My tent is still in my trunk from last summer. Can't wait to use it again. Yes. Bacon makes everything better. Heck yeah, it does. I was a YMCA counselor, and we would cook eggs with sausage, bacon, potatoes, and a big pot. Yep. Bacon always goes first. And then I divide the bacon grease up between what my potatoes are going to cook in and what my eggs are going to cook in. That's, yeah, baby. You have Terry. I have my grandma's old Wagoner, and I have a multi-pan set of Griswold 4 frying pans, 1 chicken fryer, griddle, and a Dutch oven. Nice. For camping. Nice. I really want to get like a camper. But then I don't know if that's going to limit me on where I can go, because I can go to any campsite and camp with a tent. The thing is, I'm old and I'm very broken, and sleeping on the ground is getting harder and harder and harder. Every year gets a little harder. So I really like a camp. So at least like a tent trailer, that I can take and at least sleep so I don't have to get on the ground. But I don't know. But then you have to have insurance for it, and you have to store it, and you have to, there's all these other expenses that go with it. And that's when I talk myself right out of it as soon as I say that stuff. Left some bacon grease in a container at a rental property once, thinking someone may appreciate it. The owners got mad. I like my bed next to the bathroom. Cindy, yes. So when I go camping, there are two factors involved. I pick a spot that, one, is not too far. Well, actually, three factors involved because I'm typically camping alone. And so I make sure that I'm not too far away from the camp host. That's one. And two, just in case there's, I need to scream. Two, I'm not too far away from a restroom. Very important, because I will get up in the middle of the night. That's just going to happen. Three, that I am on or next to water, like have direct access to water. That's my thing. That's because water and trees, that's my therapy. So if I'm going camping, I'm going for my personal therapy. So I can be in the trees, but I also want to be next to water. So those are the things that need to happen if Jude's is going camping. I don't pitch it next to it, but not very far away. It's definitely walkable, so that in 2 or 3 in the morning when I wake up, I can hobble my white tushy with a flashlight or a lantern and make my way to the restroom, and it's not too far away. So yeah. Silky Still, I have a tent that goes on the side of my car, so the camp toilet is right outside the door, so I can I've seen those. The thing that worries me about those is the bugs. It's like when I'm in my tent, I take massive precautions not to end up with bugs inside my tent. I have had, get this, here's a squirrel story for you. So one time I was camping and I had, and it was hot because I camp in summer, of which, by the way, I have a fan that blows on me if I'm hot at night. It's fabulous. And I have lighting that goes all the way around my tent. It's great. Anyway, yeah, I glamp. Okay. There, I had, how you can unzip the thing and there's like the screen window thing, right? That protects you. You can have ventilation, but it's still like a window kind of, sort of. Anywho, this one time I had this tent. I have a different tent now, but anyway, I could open up this flap and it would have a screen window. And there was this bee of sorts that was very determined to get in. And normally, like, they try for a while and then they go on their way. This thing was actively trying to get inside my tent. I could feel it, like I could see it trying to like dig its way through the top and then on the side. And it would not, this went on for at least half an hour, 45 minutes. Like, it was not giving up. And so I keep a can of off spray nearby. And I unzipped the little window thing and it was a hornet. And this hornet looked at me. He squared up on me. He got into the little, how they curl their body, stinger out. He squared up on me and it was like, you could, he was not scared to go away. He was challenging me. So I lifted up my can of off spray and I sprayed him. He goes, because he was like, zzz, and I sprayed him and he goes, zzz. And then he went away. Never heard from him again. It's hilarious. He wanted in that tent, man. He was seriously trying to get in there. If it's 3 a.m, I pee under the stars and near the tent. No, I don't. I go to the outhouse, but I always take my dog. Well, there was a time I didn't have a dog. I was in between dogs. But if I have a dog, I'm taking him with me too. So, yeah. So it's me and the flashlight and the dog. Terry, I had a camping experience in college that kind of turned me off tents and sleeping amongst trees and tents. Not sure what Lou did to tick off the squirrels, but they threw acorns Oh, squirrels, man, if you're in their space, they will let you know. If they're like, this is my home, not yours, they will. They will do that. They will 100% do that. Yes, my dog stays in my tent. Yes, he does. Always. My animals are with me. Well, I only take my dog camping, but yeah, it doesn't matter what dog I have. I've had little dogs and big dogs. If I'm in a tent, that dog is in a tent. I am never leaving my animals outside a tent. I think that's insane. No, I'm not going to do that. Edward, please stay safe, everyone. The East Coast experiencing the nor'easter weather system. Yes, please. Tapioca. All these wonderful stories remind me of why I don't like camping. Oh, but you know what? I love it. Because being away from people is my peace because I'm with people all day, every day. And so I deliberately try to go camping where I don't have signal. And I love how everybody always tells me all the many ways I'm going to die when I go hiking and camping because I go by myself. I'm like, whatever. So I have a lot of the spots that I like now, but I try to go where there's water. And I bring my paddleboard with me, and it's a blow-up paddleboard. So sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but I bring it just in case. And I go out and I play in the water, and we're cool. But it's so nice because I just chill. I mean, I literally just chill amongst the trees. So I've discovered that I have a pattern because I'll go for 2 nights. So I'll go, like on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Friday you have to pack up and come home, right? So Wednesday I'll go and I'll chill. I'll just make dinner and I'll chill and, do my thing, go to bed, wake up. And then Thursday is usually my exploration day of around wherever I go camping. So either I'm going out playing in the water or I'm going hiking or I'm doing something that's, near the camp area. And then Friday, after I pack everything up, that's when I like to go, I go up into the mountains or I do something. I do go on a big hike or something because I'll take the rest of the day and I'll go adventuring somewhere. So that's what I found is my thing. Anyway, Amanda, you lost your squirrel emoji, but you have gained a gorilla. Well, that's good. Being next to water has turned into being near a hot spring. I've never been in a hot spring, and we have some around here, and I've never been, but I think that would be fun to go. Your voice text is really illiterate tonight. Sure it is. Blame it on the voice text. Maureen, I'm not a camper. I did enjoy it as a kid. However, the military took all the enjoyment out of it for me. Yeah, I know. I get that from... See, I always wanted to go camping, and my ex never would. And so for the longest time, we didn't go. And that was his thing, too. It was he's in the military. He did all the camping he needed to for a lifetime. And that's not the same thing. This is fun. Get thee to a hot spring. I know. I need to do that. That would be fun. So when I got rid of him, I started camping. And it was great. I started camping and hiking and doing all kinds of things. So it's fun. If I could afford a hybrid van, I would get rid of the trailer I live in and be on the road. Yeah, like those big old, I guess Mercedes has a really neat van. I guess they're the really big, cool camper vans, but that would be cool. Or even just, trailer, RV, something like that. Yes. Yep. Okay, you guys. I'm going to draw an oracle card for the group, and I'm going to call it because I'm going to go make dinner at 8:30 at night. And for some of you, it's 11:30 at night. I'm going to draw from the Akashic Truth Oracle card deck. And I'm trying a new chicken recipe, so wish me luck. We used to go on Wednesday nights at the coast at midnight to get in Esalen. They opened it to the public after closing on Wednesdays. I don't know what that is. Late dinners are the best. Well, they're the only dinners I have. Because I get home from work and then I jump on YouTube. And then, I finally get to dinner or get to bed like around 12 or 1. Who knows? Tomorrow's my Friday, though. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Oracle card for the crew. For the crew. What is it? Oh. This is only because I was talking about camping and hiking by myself, I swear. Says reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. I don't know what you're talking about. It's okay to ask for help, so reach out and ask for support at this time. Methinks my guides are being funny. But also, for all the people going through the East Coast storms and all of that, yes, please get help if you need help with things. Or, hey, if you know anything about gas fireplaces, I might take your assistance as well. Yes, I do need help sometimes. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, you guys, thanks for joining me. This has been fun. I appreciate you all. Might go reheat some hot and sour soup I didn't eat earlier. Oh, I love hot and sour soup, Terry. It's so good. Hey, Bora Bora, how are you? Oh my gosh. Well, thanks you guys. Thanks to everybody watching on replay. Please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And tomorrow night is the members only live, which is the fireside chat. So we will be doing that. And I will see you soon. If you're watching on replay, thank you. And also please leave comments once this turns into a video instead of a live, because that also helps. So thank you all so much. Stay safe and have fun. Try to have fun with all of this nonsense, but please, everybody, stay safe and look out for each other. Appreciate you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.